Hello everyone, hi, this is live stream number 93. Let me double check if it's recording for Facebookers and YouTubers and it's recording. And for Hello Talkers who's gonna start coming here. This is a live class. But for Facebookers and YouTubers it must be a recorded live stream. Basically I record my live while I'm delivering my live, and what I do is you can read here bread and it's bread, yeah. So I grab a word. I've got series now, yeah, we're doing series. We started a new series about food. We done water, and then today we move on to the word bread. Basically we grab a word, and I can see someone just joined in. Iman, Nati, hi to you. Nice to see you all, guys. How are you doing? Please let me know. But yeah, I'll keep going. Abdullah entered the room. Hi Abdullah, Nati, hi. I hope I'm not misspelling your names. Iman Ma from Iran, hi to you. Nice to see you. So I was saying that we grab basically a word, like today it's gonna be about bread, and then we kind of like use that word to target any aspects of English language. You got Abdullah from, is that Morocco? Yeah, hi to you Abdullah. Ismail Nasser, hi everyone. So we grab a word, and now we've got series, we've got food, we've got animals. We were dealing the last time, we done the word rat, and it took us 3 live streams. Can you believe that? 3 live streams to kind of like cover, I would say, you know what, I would say 95% of the vocabulary or grammar or whatever, idioms, phrasal verbs that has to do with the word rat. Yeah, you don't like I know that, but the word rat actually could teach us a lot. For example, when you say you rat on someone, this is a phrasal verb, to rat on someone. Please, can you confirm that you can see my whiteboard? Is it a whiteboard or a blackboard? So YouTubers and Facebookers, because I'm recording my live stream, you should be seeing a blackboard, and the scripture should be in red, yeah. And what about the others? Iman and Abdullah, Nati, can you see the whiteboard? Please confirm. So to rat on someone, just quick review, yeah. But today we're gonna deal with the word bread. Yeah, rat, this one, the animal. To rat on someone or something. That's what we done. For example, we done the second, I think, live stream about the word rat. What does that mean? Not yet. Iman, could you quit the live stream and head back to it? Because that's what Hello Talk said to me when I messaged them. If you can't see the like the thing, bread, I'm hungry. No, good timing, yeah? Abdullah. Abdullah, can you see the whiteboard? Please confirm. Because Iman can't see it. It might be my problem. So if not, just quit the live stream and head back to it. So to rat on someone or something is basically when you say something about someone that you shouldn't have said. So you say, for example, Iman here says about Abdullah, he rat on me, teacher. Yeah, so this means he said something about Abdullah from Morocco, yeah, that he shouldn't have said. So that's what we kind of like what we do. This is like a phrasal verb. A phrasal verb, what does that? A phrasal verb is a verb plus a preposition, and it gives you another meaning. But here it's not a verb. We use the word noun ra, and then we added on the preposition on, yeah. To rat on someone means to say something, basically to act like a rat. Think about that, yeah, behind the shadows, yeah. And you say things, usually bad things, you shouldn't have said, yeah. That's why rat. And we done the first live stream about the word rat. It was about the word rat used as in unpleasant way. So you say about someone, when referring to someone, you say, you dirty rat. That dirty rat means unpleasant person. But obviously it's too familiar, yeah? Too familiar and rude as well. But sometimes some people, they deserve Sorry about that, Abdullah, you're hungry. So yeah, let's move on to the word. Are you British? I'm Algerian living in Britain. I'm not British. I'm not Scottish. This is Scottish flag, yeah? Scottish flag satire. I've been living in Scotland for 4 years so far. And I speak English at a fluent, at native-like level. So that's why I'm trying to help you guys, if I could, with your English, of course. I think you're wondering about my accent. Obviously, I've been living here for 4 years now. Of course, I pick up on British accent or even the Scottish accent. That's why I get every day as a feedback. But anyways, so the accent is similar. What do you mean? Similar to what? So today we're dealing with the word bread. Please feel free to keep interacting with me or among yourselves here, and I'll have a look at that. I enjoy it within live streams. That's how you could basically practice your writing or even the things you're gonna come across when we're dealing with our live stream. I mean, it's almost the same. You mean within Britain? I don't think so. The language, the English spoken in England, is not the same here in Scotland, and it's not the same in Wales. Usually it's influenced by kind of like, we'll talk about Scottish accent, Welsh accent. It's still English, British English, but influenced by Scottish accent, yeah? For example, here in Scotland, to say a little, we say. In England, they say little, yeah? Little. But here in Scotland, little or we, yeah? We say we. A little while, for example, little while. A little, I'm gonna wait a little while. In England, yeah? In Scotland, we say we wait a wee while. A wee while. But anyways, don't pay too much attention to these differences. Basically, they mean nothing. I'm trying here to help you with standard English, because when you master standard English, you should be able to kind of like pick up on any accent you want. It's just optional accent, or you have to. Like myself, if you live in Scotland, you're going to pick up on Scottish accent. That's how it is. It turns out to be there is differences, but guess what? What I'm trying to say is, if you focus on standard English, yeah, you learn standard English. It means the English spoken everywhere in the world. But then, if you immerse yourself in for example, American accent too much, or Australian accent, or British accent, you're gonna pick up on that accent naturally, because it happens just naturally. But anyways, let's keep going with the word today. The first live stream about the word bread, yeah? We're gonna start from A1 level, and you're gonna notice that we're gonna keep dig deeper, and you start even at the A1 level, you start learning actually, yeah? Because you're gonna see me like talking, obviously that's pronunciation. And then we do like cultural hints. So even within A1 level, basically we're trying to alleviate what you don't do as a learner, what you should have done. Basically, in my opinion, that's a common kind of like mistake. You're not kind of like you haven't been aware of when you learn is. Normally you would like bread, you just memorize it within your native language or whatever. Bread means pain in French, for example, yeah? But what you should be doing is, you should be doing so let's move on. So that's A1. So we've got here a basic definition. A bread, yeah? A food made from flour, bread. It's written this way. Please memorize the spelling. It's really important to know how to write bread. So B-R-E-A-D, a bread, yeah? So this is how bread is written. This is pronunciation. Bread. This is standard pronunciation, not British or English or whatever. It's standard pronunciation. Bread. Bread, yeah? I'm always confused about this distinction between Australia, America, England, and so on. So we've got I think it's Indonesian flag. Payal, hi to you. Nice to see you here. So obviously, thank you for the stone knowledge. You're welcome. So usually in the, you know, around the globe, you've got the northern part, which is like Europe or whatever. So you've got North American part of the globe. They speak English, you know, kind of like the same way, like in Australia or whatever, in America. But then you've got the, you know, the European part, which is mainly like they speak English in a British way, if I could. Yeah, so that's why. That's would help. That's what we're talking about. Thanks for the flower, Fatima. Nice to see you here. So we've got bread, yeah. So a food made from flour. A food made from flour. You know what flour means? So flour, it's written this way. Should be written this way. Flour. Yeah, flour. Can you see my screen? Please confirm if you can see the whiteboard. Can you see bread, flour? Please confirm. YouTubers and Facebookers, they should be seeing my screen, a black screen, written in the scripture should be like in red. That's good, that's good. So you can see it. So a food made from flour, water, since we're dealing with the new series. We finished an old one, it's about animals. And now we're dealing with new series, it's about food. We start doing water. So we've done like 7 live streams so far. But now because you got bored and I got bored as well, too much to learn, but we're gonna head back to it after we finish probably bread. Yeah, so this is the first live stream, but the word bread. So flour and water and usually yeast. Do you know that yeast, what yeast mean? So yeast, yeah, so yeast. So you mix flour, water, and so here the girl or the boy ran from Indonesia. You're talking about British and American and Scottish. So you can tell it's my pronunciation is influenced by Scottish accent. So instead of saying in America, they say water, water. In England, they say water. But here in Scotland, we say water, water. So it's like in between. That's Scottish accent. But again, just focus on standard English, yeah. Mixed together and baked, yeah. So please be careful. You bake bread. You don't cook bread. You cook other food. You cook your curry. You cook your soup. But when it comes to bread or sweets or whatever, yeah, or pies, you bake. There is a big difference between cooking and baking, yeah. So you bake bread. This is really important to kind of like try not to mix, yeah. Try not to get mixed up. So you cook and you bake. You bake bread, but you cook other foods, yeah. So do you know the singer Daddy Yankee? Yeah, I heard of him. Cooking and baking, yeah, Iman, yeah. Cooking, yeah, you cook your curry, for example, Indian curry, yeah, you cook curry, but you bake bread. You bake Indian naan bread. I don't know. I've seen someone from India. They have like their traditional bread is called naan. Naan in I think in Indian language in Urdu means bread. Naan. So you bake naan. You don't cook naan. Yeah. So you bake it, but you cook curry. Cooking and baking. I'm observing. I think I understand Dutch better. Yeah, Germanic language. Are you from Holland or whatever? Why did you learn Dutch? Could you share with us? So bread and flour. So let's head back to the definition. A food made from flour, that's bread, water, and usually yeast. Please let me know whether you know what yeast means, yeah? Mixed together and baked. So let's move on to a kind of like example, but we're gonna learn from it as well. So what you see here, can you see my pointer? This is a loaf of bread. This is really basic, but you should learn it, because when you go to the shops in the UK, Canada, or America, you buy a loaf of bread. Yeah, loaf. Can you see it? Can you see my pointer? I'm pointing. I don't think it's the same. English English has got Germanic roots, yeah, like German, like Dutch, but I don't think they're the same. They might have like same, origins, sometimes same words, yeah. For example, when you take German, I speak German, lernen in German, to learn, it's like roughly the same, as because they have the same origins, but not the same. Yeah, that's good, Iman. Well done to you. A loaf of bread. You go to the shops to buy a loaf of bread. Loaf of bread. So you've got here loaf. Yeah? Oh, where is loaf? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. So a loaf of bread. What I advise you to do while you're watching me or I'm writing something, try to practice your pronunciation. Yeah, a loaf of bread, a loaf of bread, because one of the ways I get asked every day this question, I can't memorize vocabulary. You know what? Memorizing is not about like just memorizing. There is strategies. We're talking about techniques. One of the techniques is repetition. So the common words, you should be pronouncing them correctly and also memorize them. So repetition, that's another technique. Other technique I've been talking about recently, or since I started live streaming, basically since a month, is, for example, using synonyms. Yeah, a loaf. For example, a loaf, I'm going to deal with baguette later. Yeah, loaf, baguette. Try to pronounce loaf of bread, loaf of bread, loaf of bread, loaf of bread, loaf of bread. And then when you go to the shops, or you speak to your American friend, you say to them, I bought a loaf of bread, and you pronounce it correctly. It's easy because it's so common. This is A1 level. So loaf of bread, repetition is kind of active. Exactly, I agree with that. Try to be active down here and facing your screen. That's how you maximize. We're talking about maximizing your learning experience. Yeah, so you're not just sitting or whatever. Even when women, they're doing the dishes, yeah, you're doing the dishes and you're listening to me or you're watching me, repeat, because your mouth can still work. Your hands are busy, your fingers are busy, yeah, doing something, or they're slicing food, slicing bread. But your mind, your intellect here, your mind or your intellect or your mouth can process, yeah, within your mind, and repeat a loaf of bread, a loaf of bread, a loaf of bread. And that's how you not only you memorize, but also you learn to speak. You practice your spoken language, and then drop it down below like Iman, yeah? So you practice your writing, so you write it. There is no way you're gonna forget that. There is no way. I'm not gonna have you next time saying, oh, I forgot vocabulary. But of course, like I said, I'm talking about different strategies, learning strategies. Repetition, we're talking about repetition now, but you can repeat it in written way or in a spoken way as well. Yeah, but also what I do is doing like antonyms, synonyms, antonyms. You don't only memorize you're more likely to forget it. But if you do like pleasant, yeah, and pleasant, pleasant and pleasant, you repeat, you combine in two strategies, yeah, repetition and synonym, antonym, and pleasant, pleasant. There is no way you're gonna, I mean, your chances at least are lower to forget. Now, muscle of mouth should be exactly, well done to you, Iman. Yeah, that's correct. So you train your tongue muscle, yeah, tongue tongue, because we use our tongue also to speak, yeah, tongue or mouth muscle, the muscles within your mouth, yeah, they get trained, because that's why you speak your native language that level, because you've been doing it every day and every day. You've been practicing without knowing it. You speak to your mom, you speak to your dad, your friend, your wife, your, I don't know, your yeah, so you practice. So that's why I advise you to do. So a loaf of bread, yeah, so loaf of bread. She went to the store to get a loaf of bread. To get a loaf of bread here, to get it here, this is general English, yeah, it's high general English. We talked about it. We've got, in order for you to improve your English properly, that's what I think you should be careful about, is you've got general and academic. Unfortunately, I go here on live streams and I see people speaking naturally. When you say, for example, I go to purchase a loaf of bread, yeah, they say to you, no, we don't say that in America. No, you don't say it spoken English, like in general English. You say, I'm gonna get a loaf of bread, and that's correct. But purchase doesn't mean you're wrong. It just, purchase is academic. I'm purchasing, yeah, a loaf of bread. Why academic is important? For example, if you're going to write a report to your friend or whatever, I'm purchasing, I would like you to authorize the payment so I can purchase a car. Yeah, you don't say I get a car. You say to your friend or to your wife or whatever, to your son, we're getting you a new car, yeah, this month. Yeah, but when you speak to your boss or speak to someone you don't know, I'm purchasing a car. So here, she went to the store to get a loaf of bread or to purchase a loaf of bread. General academic English. That's another strategy, learning strategy, combining academic and English. And then when you get to write a report, you're gonna know what to say. Yeah, you're going to know what to say. Instead of saying get a car, you'll be like, I'm purchasing a car. Yeah, purchase is formal, buy is informal. Yeah, I would say buy is semi-informal. That's like in between. It's like in between academic and general English, yeah? But purchase like more academic, to buy in between, and then to get a car, to get a bread, that's general English. So you're speaking to your American spoken language, your friends, yeah? At the friendship level, you can't say, like, if you say purchase, they're gonna tell you, oh, your English is not natural. But if you're at university, you'd be like, I'm purchasing a car, yeah? I go do my purchases. But anyways, so she went to the store, that's good, Iman. She went to the store to get a loaf of bread. That's a loaf of bread, yeah? That's a loaf here. Keep in mind, that's a loaf of bread, yeah? Loaf of bread. And then we've got another one, a slice of bread. A slice is, he ate his soup with a slice of bread, just slice. A slice, slice of bread. A slice of bread. Just be careful. You've got the bigger one is loaf. You buy a loaf and then you slice your loaf. Yeah, you're slicing it into slices. Yeah, you cutting it into slices, or you chop it up. You cut or chop up my bread. Yeah, chop it up into slices. Yeah, chop up, to chop up, to cut, or to chop up. This is advanced, I would say, this is advanced general English, to cut or to chop up. To chop up. This is more natural, especially in American English, I would say, to chop up, yeah? to cut in Britain. That's what we do. So during our live show, I'm gonna let you know when I feel like it's American or more like British, yeah? So hopefully this helps your learning, especially people who are focusing maybe on the British English or the others on American. Pay attention to that for a reason or another. So yeah, we've got a slice of bread. We've got a loaf, bigger one. Jack, thanks for joining. Hi to you. So a slice of bread. He ate his soup, yeah? He cooked a soup. After cooking a soup, he ate that soup with a slice of bread. Harded, hi. Yeah, so yeah, when we slice the bread, we're talking about a sliced bread. You've got a loaf here. This is a loaf of bread, and then when we slice it, you chop it up, chopped up bread. We're talking about a sliced bread. Sliced bread. Here in the UK, you could buy your loaf of bread at a whole loaf like this one here, just a loaf, or you can get it, you can buy it sliced, already sliced, yeah, sliced bread. We're talking about sliced bread, already cut into slices, yeah, into pieces, into slices. Yeah, so sliced bread. Sliced bread. This bread was fresh yesterday, but it now stale. I don't want to. Do you bake your own bread? So again, the notion of baking bread. Yeah, you bake bread. This is really important. This is a basic common mistake, sorry, that English learners do when they refer to preparing bread, yeah, basically in oven and get ready fresh bread. They talk about cooking. I cook my bread. No, that's wrong. So you bake bread, yeah, and you cook curry. That's another strategy of learning, is using collocations. So you collocate the word bread with baking, yeah, and you collocate curry with cooking. So when you memorize now, you don't memorize just loaf of bread or bacon, and then you translate it into maybe Iman, Farsi, Hindi, Urdu, or whatever, any language, or we've got here Fatima to Persian. No, what you do is baking bread and cooking curry. Baking bread, cooking curry. This is like a mental link. You link it together, yeah? So we've got, yeah, the plural of loaf is loaves. Loaves. English language is crazy, sorry about that. So loaf, you don't say loafs, you say loaves plural, versus loaves. This is the plural. Please practice your pronunciation meanwhile. Loaf, loaves, yeah? Loaf of bread, 2 loaves. 1 loaf of bread, 2 loaves of a bread, yeah? Yeah, we've got here now the more like bread collocation. Do you know what collocation means? So it's two, usually 2 or 3, 2, usually 2. 2 words collocate, they come together, they link together to give a meaning. This is collocation. That's an example. The first one, brown bread. We've got 2 types of bread. We've got one brown and the other one is white, yeah? So the colors brown and white collocate well with the word bread to convey different meaning, yeah? So brown bread, we're going to look into the meaning. So brown bread versus white bread. Brown bread is healthier bread, of course, and white bread is regarded as higher in calorie and non-healthy. But so we've got brown bread, sorry, brown bread versus white bread, yeah? White bread brown bread. What's the difference here? The difference is as follows. Let's have a look at it. I'd like to define it in a more professional way, because in using more professional tools, so we could get something from them as well, not just a random definition. Yeah, I think you know that. So a brown bread, I've got here the definition here, sorry about that. So a bread that is light brown, it's not dark brown, but there is some dark brown versions as well. But bread that is light brown in color, often still containing all the natural qualities of the grain in it. So, what does that mean? So we're talking about bread is made of wheat, generally, yeah? So that grain, it has got, so the industry takes some takes some ingredients off for industrial reasons, yeah. But scientifically speaking, now we're talking about when we keep the whole grain. The more we keep the whole grain, obviously this texture is not that good, because when you taste it, it's not that good. But when nutrition wise, when we speak about um, nutrition, like when it comes to nutrients, um, the whole grain bread, which is brown, that's why it takes that color brown, and texture is usually different, is non-pleasant, but nutrition wise is healthier, because it still contains the main nutrients, because you're using a whole grain, or we talk about wholemeal bread, we're going to see it later. So bread that is light brown in color, yeah, versus the white one, because you don't have the whole grain in it, yeah, often still containing all the natural qualities of the grain in it. That's what we mean by brown bread, yeah. So you go to the shops to get yourself bread, you've got billions of varieties now, but mainly you've got brown and white. If you look at the color, there is white bread, but there is brown bread. What's the difference? Brown is healthier because it contains the whole grain, the whole ingredients, but industry tended to remove some components, some ingredients, yeah, not using the whole grain, to make it whiter, nicer looking, good looking bread, but also the texture is nicer and more delicious. But when we talk about nutritional value, the brown bread is still healthier than white bread, yeah. Yeah, I've got here some of the products related to bread. I'm not gonna go about them that much. We've got crumpet, we've got crouton, we've got bagel, yeah, baguette, cottage loaf. These are all like different varieties of a bread. Let's head back to brown. We said there is white bread. This is the main thing, because many of you, they're not like, they're English, they haven't been living in Canada or whatever, in the US, or so we don't go about the culture that much, because we are doing like foundational course, and also we target the highest levels as well. So white bread, so we've got brown bread and white bread, yeah, bread that is light in color versus the other one light brown, but this one is light in color, made from very small grains of bleached flour that has made lighter in color by the use of chemicals, yeah. That's why it is white, because originally the grain is brown, but the industry using by the use of chemicals, they make it lighter, whiter, yeah, and tastier somehow, yeah. That's why it's regarded non-healthy bread, white bread. So the soup was served with white bread, because you've got soup or whatever, you eat it with white bread. I spread some peanut butter, yeah, on a slice of white bread, and it's so delicious. You know what, it's not only about the, you know, because when you get brown bread, use it with peanut butter, it doesn't taste that nice. But that's why people, they tend to be like a bit clever, yeah. So they use white bread because it tastes light or whatever, soft. The texture is more soft, and then they put peanut butter, which is rich in protein and calories or whatever. They don't have time, usually here in the US or in the UK, sorry, or in the US or whatever, the first world countries where you would have to work hard for your money. Yeah, so white bread, brown bread. The next one, we've got corn bread. This is also famous. Luna, hi to you, hi, nice to see you here. So we've got, it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time, we've never seen you, Luna. I'm here all the time, me on Hello Talk, Boston. Nice to see you too, Luna. Where have you been? I'm here every day, every moment, posting. Yeah, even though I don't go live, I post regularly on Facebook, YouTube, and updating you here when I go live and work. Sorry, oh, it's fine. It's fine. Good luck. Have a good luck. Have you done well? Did you get the question, the easy questions at the exams, like an orange? I posted it today. Orange, is it a color or fruit? Yeah, I hope you'll do well on the next one. I really hope so. So let's head back. We've done white bread, brown bread. Luna, stick around. Feel free to keep talking or whatever. I'll keep interacting with you and others. So we've got corn bread. Corn, yeah, this is corn, yeah. Corn bread. What does that mean? It's a bread. Instead of using wheat to prepare it, we use corn instead, yeah. So we've got corn bread. Let me have a look. Corn bread, a type of bread made from maize, yeah. This is maize. The grain is called maize here. Maize, yeah. Corn bread. Yeah, so that's it. Usually like yellowish because it has the yellow color. The bread look like, if you go on Google and put cornbread and see if you don't have it in your country, you're gonna notice that it's not white or brown like we said earlier. Yeah, the main types famous here in, at least in the UK. But you're gonna notice that cornbread has got yellowish color. Yeah. We use it also at cooking. There you go. Yeah. You mean at baking, Luna? You weren't here. I was making the difference between baking and cooking. Yeah. So keep in mind, attach that. Keep it link in your mind. You bake bread. That's another way of memorizing, because I often get questions from people. They were like, I forget vocabulary. No, you need to think also of using the right techniques or strategies to memorize. For example, this is another way to do like combine, like bake bread, cook curry, bake bread, cook curry, so you don't forget. It's harder. I imagine it would be harder for your brain to forget about that. Yeah, so corn bread, a type of bread made from maize. The grain is called maize, but the vegetable, we talk about sweet corn or corn, yeah? But we name it corn because of the plant, yeah? Corn bread. Corn bread. It's yellowish, it's got yellowish color, yeah? Again, I've got like bagel, crouton, crumpet. These are all related to the word bread. Maybe we deal with them in a separate live stream because they're really important. You come here to the UK, you head to the supermarket or the bakery, and you see bagels. I've never seen them. Bagels, they have this shape. This is a bagel. It's a um, basically a different way of making bread. So bagel, and it's so common. Bagel, yeah. These are bagels, yeah. A bagel, one bagel, yeah. Bagel, we call it bagel. But anyways, I'm not going to do it today. I just keep going because it's the first live stream by the word bread. You're going to learn a lot from this word. That's what we do every day on every live stream. Basically, we grab a word, and we're talking about series now. It's a new big series, food. We're finished with animals. We're not finished. We've done like 3 animals, and then we're having a break, and then we had to the word food, and we done water, done bread. Next is gonna be butter. But after I finish with bread, maybe like 3-4 live stream, when you have enough view, I feel like you're tired, I'm gonna head back to the word water again and keep going from there. Yeah, so that's what we do. So bagel. The question is, why do we do that? Why I chose to do that? Why? Because I think this is from my own experience, this is the best way to learn, is group learning, revolving your learning around basic stuff. For example, it's organized in your head. You've got animals, you've got bread, you've got clothing, you've got transportation, and then you work around that meaning. And then all of a sudden, after watching, you're gonna realize that you're building on a lot of English capabilities. You just don't notice it. You just start speaking English in more natural way, because we're trying to target every area or aspects of English language, culture, grammar, vocabulary, synonyms, antonyms. Because when you're writing an essay, instead of saying like earlier, I get a car, I buy myself a car, and then when you refer to that again, you said my purchase. Yeah, that makes your essay more rich, and people, they would tend to read it more. And if you do an exam, you set an exam, you do an exam, you set an exam, you pass an exam. See, these are all synonyms. How can you build that? Is as follows. Like you do like that, like you do synonyms, antonyms, phrasal verbs, idioms. Instead of saying someone stabbed me at the back by not keeping the secret, you'd be like, he rat on me. We learned it last time when we done the word rat, the 3rd live stream by the word rat. He ratted on me, yeah, means, or he blew my cover. These are all kind of like within the same sphere. He blew my cover. He told something about me they shouldn't have said. We've got, I think it's Metin, Turkish name, yeah, but you wrote it in Russian. Hi to you, nice to see you here. Luna, welcome. Yes, invite him. Thank you so much. Yeah, you shared the room. Thanks for sharing the room. Really appreciate that. Please make sure to share the room as well. If you feel like we need to, you've got people we should meet. Hi, Piria. Nice to see you again. Yeah, please let us get to know as many of you. Thank you so much, Luna. Sorry about that. I was busy delivering the thing. It's really hard. We should bring them. Yeah, we should save them. I'm really trying to be not, as nasty as I should. But seriously, like I go on Hello Talk, like most of you, and I look and I was like, what the heck? But anyways, I would like not. I wouldn't like to interfere. Yeah, I don't want to be criticizing. Everyone's got their own content, whatever. But what I'm saying is, if you're really like on this platform to learn and get your English to the next level, I think you should be careful whom you are watching, which live stream you're looking for, whether they really meet your needs, yeah? Because you know how Hello Talk is like, yeah? Unfortunately, that's, you know, yeah. So you should be really careful, yeah? We've got faith, true. Yeah, you should be really careful whom you're watching or whom you're following. You might get, I get that, like, I get this feedback. I started live stream for like a month, but I've been on Hello Talk now for 10 years. I know, like, this platform is too familiar to me. But anyways, I get always that feedback. Oh, I've been, especially like, I would say for 2 years now, started doing like live stream. Basically, Hello Talk trying to compete with TikTok by doing this feature live streaming. Yeah, um, I seen as like I see them every day live streaming, you know, like, and people, they just get back to me, my language partners or whatever, they tell me, I've been watching live streams on Hello Talk for 6 months. I feel like I'm not progressing. Well, you need to be careful then. Yeah, you need to look into what you're watching, whether they're really teaching you. Yeah, stream first. I think TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is working on that more. Like, I mean, the main feature with TikTok is live stream, but obviously TikTok has got its own issues as well. And let's be honest, it's also our world, something like, for example, on social media, like, I don't like the idea of sexualizing women. You see naked women exposing their bodies everywhere, and unfortunately they've got their viewers, you see, like women um like 10 million followers or whatever. Like, I don't like it, me personally, yeah? I don't like it, but that's our world, unfortunately. Men, they want to see naked women or whatever, and women, they would like to see, that's what, you know, what's on there, unfortunately, yeah? But our world is crazy. I don't want to promote, like, I don't want to, like, kind of like promote that, like, as a fact, but that's unfortunately what I see every day on social media, and like it. But anyways, like I said, TikTok's got its own issues as well. People wasting time and money and effort or whatever. But anyways, well, I don't have TikTok, so I'm good. uh, I have TikTok, yeah? I have TikTok, but I'm trying to use it judicially, yeah? I'm trying to use it smartly, yeah? Like, I think every social medium's got their own pros and cons, and it's up to you to decide whether you use it or not. I use it, but I don't waste my time. I don't waste my time. It helps me kind of like broaden my horizon more, and it's just a different way to see people. Yeah, so I use it. I'm not like me. I'm not the guy who says like, oh, Snapchat is for younger generation. It's not me. I'm 35-year-old. No, I don't. My mind doesn't work like that. Me, but I use every platform and interact and see, and I get the best. Try to get the best of all. Yeah, because every platform's got their own pros and cons. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's your opinion, and I respect your opinion. It's just my opinion is like I use, and I get to use features or whatever. But anyways, but when it comes to language learning, yeah, you might spend ages on a platform watching someone Asian, interacting with them, sending gifts or whatever. If it's like, obviously you just want entertainment and you like that person or whatever, you just want to send your money or whatever, that's your choice, of course. But for me, when it comes to learning, yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been using Hello Talk for 10 years, yeah, and it's a great way to improve your language skills. I speak 7 languages on total, yeah. If you want to to um to improve your language skills, yeah, on Hello Talk, you have to be, in my piece of advice, you have to be really careful choosing whom you're watching and what for. If you're watching like a woman or man because they look nice, yeah, then you're gonna get what? How they look nice. That's it. You're not gonna get language. That's it. You're just gonna get that. But anyways, everyone is obviously free to do whatever they want in the end. Just don't complain about like watching someone, they don't give you what you need, and then being Hello Talk is not good. No. Hello Talk has got their own pros and contras as well. That's it. You just need to learn how to use these, pros on your favor. Yeah. But anyways, so we done cornbread. I'm gonna talk about something really common here in the UK. Garlic bread, so delicious, yeah, and it's so versatile. You can make your own. You can turn your own. Originally I'm Algerian, so I turn Algerian bread into garlic bread. Yeah, garlic bread is so delicious, so easy. You can turn naan bread into. Actually, if you're Indian or you love naan bread, you got naan bread at your access. You can. Oh yeah, garlic bread, so delicious. Me, I turn Algerian bread into garlic bread. I taught my family to do that. So delicious. I have TikTok and just watching English sharing. That's it. Yeah, that's your meeting the Turkish guy. That's your policy. Yeah, uh, like you could choose what. Like you can't say TikTok is bad or Facebook is bad or social media, but in general, to me, in my opinion, I don't like sexualizing women or even women sexualizing themselves because they found a niche in that people they would watch them. Yeah, but me, I'm not interested anyway, so I don't like it. Like whenever I open uh, social media, women pop up everywhere. Like I don't like it. I don't want to watch you. But anyways, so garlic bread that has been spread with a mixture of butter, garlic, and herbs. So delicious. If you don't have it in your country, you can turn any. Oh yeah, matloa. That's Algerian. One of the Algerian traditional breads. Yeah. Not baguette is so delicious with garlic. You should try it. Yeah, definitely. I love it. I could turn any Algerian bread into, and even baguette. What I do is because sometimes for a reason or another I don't want to share that with you. So my mom-in-law gets free food, yeah, and she sends me baguettes, yeah, and the French baguettes. I take the inside out and I spread, like I said, a mixture of garlic, um, mashed garlic, and oil, olive oil, or butter, and some herbs, mixed herbs. In French, we talk about herbe de Provence, yeah. And then you mix them all together, spread it all over your baguette. Even a baguette could. I disagree with you. I agree with matloa. It's so delicious, but also baguettes, so delicious. Garlic, to make garlic bread. Not baguette is so delicious with garlic. You should try. Yeah, I'm hungry now. Go eat then. Gotta eat. You can still eat while we're watching me. Seriously. Garlic bread with beans. Oh yeah, yeah. Bean soup. So one of my favorites. And I love soups in general. They're so healthy, easy. I even sometimes follow, like today I'm following a diet soup. Basically 5 days a week. All what I eat on lunch and dinner is just soup. No processed food, healthy soup. 5 days a week, and I've got to enjoy the other two. Such a nice, easy way to maintain your, like your health, vitality. You lose weight as well. Yeah, I'm still overweight a little bit nowadays, but I think if I keep doing it, I've been doing it before, and it helped me a lot. Healthy, that's why I get always the feedback. Taki, you look younger, you don't look like 35-year-old. That's what I do. Hydration, more like non-processed food. I try to avoid processed, but obviously I'm a human being like you. I crave things. I crave garlic bread with beans. Oh yeah, yeah. But usually, like I said, I love soups. I even follow a soup diet. Yeah, soup diet. Eat 2 bowls of soups every day of soup. So I got on lunch a bowl, and on dinner another bowl to stop sugar and bread so I lose weight. Yeah. The main thing is to cut down, we say in English, to stop or to cut down. Stop is basic, cut down is advanced. I would say B2, C1, general English. To cut down on something, that's phrasal verb. To, yeah, exactly, to cut down, yeah, and then on, like Luna said, on usually sugar, we refer to them as carbs, yeah, to cut down on carbs, yeah. So to cut down on something is, the academic one is to limit, yeah, to limit, to cut down. Oh, sorry, it's not high, sorry about that. So to cut down, sorry guys, to cut down on carbs, yeah. Carbs is for carbohydrates, yeah, like sugars, and non-refined sugars, because there is refined sugars, they are no, sorry, on refined sugars. To cut down on bread as well, this is carbs, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's processed carbohydrates. Bread, it's processed, yeah. So you cut down, yeah, carbohydrates. Well done, Mitten, yeah. Carbohydrate or carbs when you're like in non-academic setting. To cut down on carbs, or the synonym, like we said, one of the strategies you should use to memorize vocabulary, not just for example, carbohydrate, and you translate it into your native language, Turkish or Arabic or French or whatever, and then you memorize like that. No, try not to do that. So to cut down on carbs, try to use general English, academic English. That's how you get your English to the next level, really. So to cut down on carbs, or to limit eating carbohydrates. Oh, where is it? I thought I was writing it. To limit eating carbohydrates. Where is it? I can't see it. Yeah, so sorry, something is wrong with my keyboard. I don't think it's working efficiently, but I keep right. There you go. To limit eating carbohydrates. That's it. Try to memorize that this way, yeah? So instead of saying to cut down, to limit, cut down, or cut down, to memorize it, to translate it directly to your own language, say to cut down on carbs, or to limit eating carbohydrates, yeah? And I know that the false feedback you always have, that's not natural English. Sorry, sir. The first one is spoken English, but it's general English, yeah? But the second one is academic English. If I'm writing an essay or setting an exam, IELTS or TOEFL or whatever, where you're setting an academic version, or you're watching a documentary, or you go to the doctors to the UK here, you're speaking to your doctor, and then you say, I'm cutting down. Yeah, it would look alright though still, yeah? But you could say, I'm limiting eating carbohydrates. That's it, more academic. Memorize this way. I can see it now, look at it. But anyway, so to cut down on carbs, or to limit, here you've learned to cut down, synonym to limit eating carbs for carbohydrates. So you have targeted a lot. so far. But anyways, I think it's 60 minutes. I've been live streaming for 60 minutes so far. We could take it from there next time. Yeah, keep an eye on Hello Talk Moments on Facebook page. Learn English live with Taki. I'll let you know before I go live. Usually, I tell you like that. Yeah, you're welcome, Luna. Yeah, hope to see you soon. I hope you finish with your exams or your work or whatever. Metin, nice to see you today too. Unfortunately, it's like my schedule is so full, but I try to go live whenever I can. I'll let you know. Usually I go live in the night. I might go live tonight as well, so keep an eye on my moments on Hello Talk or Facebook. Usually I post before I go live on Hello Talk. Yeah, you two have a nice day. Have a nice one, because I don't know what time is it in your countries. In Algeria, because it's my home country. In Turkey, I don't know, or other countries. We've got different flags here. But have a good one. Yeah, you two have a good one. Nice to see you all. I have to see you soon. Bye.